Hi everybody, Dee Dee here. I just thought I would do a video today, a little get to know me, since I really haven't introduced myself to my channel very well. And this way everyone can get a chance to really meet me and kind of get to know what I'm about. So first of all, I'll explain where my name came from, Dee Dee Ski. So Dee Dee is a name that my grandkids, which I call my grandkids, they're not quite my grandkids, but I call them that. They are a very close friend of mine, children, and they are here every week. I love them so much, just like my grandkids. So they call me Dee Dee because my real name is Denise, and when they were born, it was very hard for them to say Denise. So we just changed it to Dee Dee, and ever since then I've been Dee Dee. So my last name is very long in Polish, and so that is where the ski comes from. It ends in ski. So it's very simple. Um, so I just thought I would get some questions from Google, some internet questions just about me to just kind of introduce myself a little bit. So number one was, where do I like to eat out? Well, my favorite place to eat out would be a Coney Island, particularly Leo's Coney Island. I like any Coney dog, Coney fries. As you can see, I don't stay away from that kind of stuff. I like it. It's all good to me. Uh-oh, that was my cat. Sorry about that. But yeah, I love a good Coney Island. Or, I'm also a huge fan of Taco Bell. Love Taco Bell. I'll eat there anytime. Do I like to cook? Yes, I do, sometimes. I enjoy cooking for my family if I feel good. And I'll explain more about that later. Sometimes I don't feel good. And my husband comes home from work about 6 o'clock, and that's a late time to be starting for me. I have a neuropathy and it wipes me out. So by 6 o'clock, it's not usually my time of day. But yes, sometimes if I get started earlier in the day and it's a big meal, I really do enjoy cooking for my family. And also, it depends on what's in my refrigerator or freezer. If it's just something that's simple, easy, my husband doesn't mind doing it. He's a really good guy. Um, if it's something difficult, then I usually get started earlier in the day and it's ready usually by the time he gets home. Um, could I live without internet? Yes, I could. I do like internet, don't get me wrong. I love having YouTube. I love having Facebook to get in touch with people that I haven't been in touch with for years. But could I live without it? Yes. I think social media really has ruined our world. And I just say that because there's so much anger out there. And I just think that if we were living back in the day when there wasn't internet, and we wouldn't know so much about all that going on politically, even, or just all the hate out there. And I think just hate breeds hate. And when we see it, I think the people that are angry out there just feed off of it. So yes, I think the internet has kind of sadly done that to our world. What was my most memorable birthday? I would have to say number 30. I had a surprise birthday party, which I kind of already knew about, that my best friend Hillary threw for me when I turned 30. And she invited all of my high school buddies and my family. It was really a very nice party, and I really, really appreciated it. Well, what's the most perfect day for me? I would say my most perfect day would be a day that I feel good, inside and out. I mean, I did kind of have a neuropathy. It's something called Charcot-Marie-Tooth, and it's a very weird name. And if you want to look it up, it's spelled Charcotmarie-Tooth. And those are the names of the doctors that founded the disease a long time ago. It's actually one of the most common inherited neuropathies in the world, but one of the most unheard of neuropathies. It affects us, it affects me, and affects my children, unfortunately. They inherited it from me, which I inherited it from my mother, but I didn't know I had it until I had already had my children. That's when I was diagnosed. So my mother passed away when I was really young, so we didn't have her to go by. So unfortunately, I have to live with the disease, which does progress as you get older and affects your limbs mostly. And what it is it affects the myelin that goes around your nerve, and your nerve is basically just overreacting to everything. So pain for me is extreme. Fatigue. Yes, I use a scooter at the store. I mean, there's a lot of things I just can't do anymore, hands and feet wise. So I just do the best I can, get through each day, and keep on smiling. That's what I'm good at, mostly. Let's see. When I'm happiest, it says, when am I happiest? I'm happiest when everyone around me is happy. I'm very empathic. So every feeling that everyone else around me has, I seem to have too. So I feed off of everyone. I also have days where I'm just not feeling very good because physically I'm not feeling very good. But if I'm feeling good and everyone else around me is doing good, that's when I'm my happiest. On my bucket list, my number one thing right now on my bucket list, excuse me for getting close, my kitty's getting close to me here, is a honeymoon with my husband. We've been married now for, 29 years. And I'd really, really like a honeymoon. I've never had one with him yet. My dream vacation is Hawaii. I would love to go to Hawaii. So maybe someday I'm hoping that him and I can get away together alone to Hawaii. Let's see. Something I could teach someone how to do. Well, I crochet, so it is something that I can do. Whether or not I could teach someone is another question. Maybe I could teach someone how to be compassionate and caring. I do feel that is something that I'm good at. So let's see. Favorite hobbies would be crocheting. I love it. I love to make people blankets, scarves. I just got into the scarves that are infinity. I'm making one for everyone for Christmas this year. Shh, don't tell them. And just picked out some yarn yesterday from Michaels, so that I'm going to get started because it takes time. Let's see, I love to read. Some of my favorite authors would be Stephen King. I love Jodi Picoult. I love fiction, just anything, mystery, or even romance, kind of, but not really. I don't like cheesy. Pets, I currently have 3, and I have 2 dogs. I have a Staffordshire Pit and a Chihuahua, and funny enough, the Chihuahua is the one that is the alpha female. The Pit is just the biggest baby you ever saw, and she is loving, and she babysits my little kids when they're over here. She just loves them. And the Chihuahua just barks at everything, and she's a nervous wreck most of the time. And I think I am her support person, seriously. She's just, a Chihuahua. And then I have a tuxedo kitty that we rescued. She came from a feral mama that was outside. I live in the country, and we have a feral cat that once in a while she'd drop off a baby or two. And so we found one that had an eye that had an infection, so we took her in and took care of her. And we nursed her back, and she's doing great, big and fat. She's just 1 now. So, those are my pets. Let's see, am I a coffee or tea drinker? I would say I'm a coffee drinker. Love coffee. I love tea too, though. I love my iced tea. And not sweet, though. I know some people are going, oh, but I love unsweet tea. I really do. Lots of ice. And my favorite meal of the day, I would have to say, is dinner or lunch. I like a midday meal to be, I like to eat a big meal rather than throughout the day, because I don't eat breakfast. So, yeah. And my spirit animal is a turtle. because I'm just like a turtle. I'm slow. I love my home. I'm a little introverted. But yeah, they're my favorite. And that's about it. I'm going to close this out now because I think my memory's had it. But just a little something about me. And I hope you guys all have a great day. Hit the like. And I will be maybe making more videos, I promise. So yeah, thanks everybody. Love ya. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. So I gotta go. It usually gets me and the DD one, but today we're gonna do cooking and we're gonna do something else. We're gonna do a video of the woods. So go in. Go in. And it'll be any birthday tomorrow. Any birthday tomorrow. And we'll have a really fly tomorrow. And going to last and last time we've been seeing Pat back and then first one and then I got last time I got Peter Base. Last time I got
Here. Go.